So Eva, I have a few questions about the 8 game, and I heard you're a pro at it.
Oh.
Is it true?
My vision is to become a pro sometime, but I love it. I play it as much as I can.
Well, I know nothing about it. I'm serious. And can you tell me what are the most important things about the game, or how does it even go?
Yeah, it's 8 games, so it's like in athletics. You see that they do 8 different sports. So we have 8 different card games, and that's what I love about it. It's so much variation. So I will not try to tell you all about these 8 games, but it's very much that you have to use your brain and you see patterns and so on, and that's why I love it.
Can you tell me the 8 games, like the names of the games?
Oh God! It's it's Omaha high-low and normal Omaha, and then it's Texas. Both fixed limit and no limit, and then it is my favorite game, Deuce to 7, triple draw.
Heard about it.
Yes, I love it. And then it's Stud 8 or better. That's like Stud high-low, and the RAS, which I also love very much.
Do you switch the games like in every hand, or how does it go?
No, it's you have a button and you play like one orbit of each game. And if you are fewer on the table, then you play more hands. So if it's like 6-handed, you always play 6 hands, even if you're maybe 5 persons. So, and that's the best thing because you get some time. But it's also the worst thing when it comes to a game that you don't like. You just want it to get over with. And then you sit and you want to play like I'm looking forward to the Deuce to 7. I'm like drooling when it say, now it's time.
But is the queue of the games always the same? Like you always start with Texas, then you go to Raz, or like how does this go?
Actually, it's a little bit different. Online, it's in one way, and in tournaments, they can decide themselves how to do it. Okay. And for instance, I played in PC in March in Bratislava. Then it was called Heteros, so it was 6 games instead of 5. Instead of horse, we played Heteros, and then they put the stud games every second round. Because it's very easy to confuse. You sit and play stud and you are a little bit tired or something, and then it comes stud high-low. So it's different I'm not very good at the rules, but I think you can choose a little bit. Yeah.
What do you think is like the hardest game of the 8 for people to play?
I think Texas Hold'em No Limit is the hardest because it's so everyone knows it so well. But obviously it's the easiest because everyone plays it. But maybe to become really good, maybe RAS or Stud. Stud, I think, is very difficult. Stud high-low is much more comfortable, but Stud it's a tricky game. Those who are good at Stud can get a lot of chips in.
Yeah. And what is your favorite game of the 8?
Oh, almost everyone.
Well, if you have to choose only one.
Deuce to 7 triple draw, and on the second place RAS, and then all the high-low games. So I said 3.
Yeah, still you get away with it. Yeah. But what is for you the hardest one? Like that you think that you should get maybe better at it, or?
I think actually Texas, because I'm not playing a lot of Texas. I think it's not as much fun as the other. And if you don't play if you don't practice, then you will not become very good. So I think I'm very medium in the Texas games. And also stud is tricky. I like when it's high-low or low games and a little bit more crazy. But stud and Texas is my, I think, toughest.
What would you say to a beginner, like some suggestions if I would like to come and start playing 8 game?
Yeah.
Like how to study, how to begin with it, or?
Well, there are some nice books that you can
Did you start with a book?
I start with the books and I played online, mastering the mixed games, I think it's called, one and another RAS book that I also read. But then lately I have been taking a course online, BBC Poker, Poker Mixed Game Bundle it's called. So this is the Norwegian guy, Tobias Leknes Senkel, and together with Pieface, a very famous UK guy. They have a fantastic education. And when I got to train with this one, I felt I got one step up. So I can really recommend that one. And talk with friends and try to play.
Who know how to play, right?
Yes. and most of my friends don't like it, but Lena, who I'm here with, we play, and my friend Ylva and Linda. We have some girls that love to play. Gia is coming also.
So, as I understood, I should begin with 8 different books.
Actually, the book Mastering the Mixed Games, I think it's called. It's green, at least. It's all mixed games, so you don't have to buy
Like
8 books. And if you take this BBC Poker online, then you have also, I think they teach 10 or 12 games, and it's fantastic.
I have one more question. Why the 8 game?
The more the merrier. I like variation. I think it's a very nice, the people who are playing mixed games are very friendly and a little bit crazy and like to party and have fun. It's very seldom you see someone sit with a hoodie and glasses.
Being really
and
serious.
Yes, so it's more like, blah, 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 cheers. And it's just so much fun, friendly community.
Thank you, Eva, so much for that.
That was nothing.
Thank you.
Thank you.